Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am so excited because I'm going to meet up with a new friend of mine. His name is Asfar. He has a channel called Hot Rods DFW and he has an assortment of cars, but the one that I'm going to check out today is the Camaro ZL1. And we're going to find out if this ZL1 is better than the C7 Z06 Corvette. So let's get going. Alright, so Asfar told me to come to the back. Oh, look at that. This is Asfar. Remember, he is with Hot Rods DFW.
Hey guys,
how are you,
my
man?
name is, thank you, Mike. My name is Asfar, and I've collabed with Mike once before, so I have a small channel called Hot Rods DFW, so please go check that out. And today we are going to film with all the cool cars.
Yeah, man, you have a lot of really cool cars here. First things first, C7 Z06 Carbon 65 edition. And I see a beautiful red Mustang right here. This is the GT500. Wow. And this is the track pack and a ZL1, but it's not the 1LE.
It's not the 1LE, so it just has the 1LE wing and nothing much done to the car. I just have an AFE core layer intake. I did these splitters from ZL1 add-ons. Yeah.
Man, that's a big front splitter.
Yeah, that's a big splitter. What I love about the ZL1 actually is it got so much of tech for the price point. So these are Recaros, but they're fully electric, adjustable, memory seats in a Recaro.
Sure.
Mustang is all manual. You don't get anything. And then it also has a heads-up display, and then the seats are heated and cooled.
Oh,
so you get everything.
So it's got the 650 horse, 650 torque. And as you see, it looks just like the Z06.
It does.
And there's the AFE.
Yeah, that's the AFE. So it has like a nice inlet for the core layer.
Nice.
So I have a tubing. I don't know, like they say like it adds 15-20 horses, but
sure.
Dyno, I feel it breathes better, it sounds slightly better.
Yes.
And that's all. And everything else is stock.
Man, that car sounds amazing. Can't wait to drive it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I am driving the ZL1 and I'm in tour mode right now. This has all the modes that the Corvette has. So tour, sport, track, probably weather.
Yeah.
Does it have my mode?
Yes, you can configure one.
I figured it had all the same stuff. It's a 2021, so it's going to have all the same types of modes. And this does have the magnetic ride control, right?
Magnetic ride control. That's what you don't get in the 1LE.
Right.
That's a Bilstein or some shocks.
Sure. So yeah, in tour mode, it feels pretty smooth. I would say it's probably about the same as your C7 Z06 in tour mode.
The C7 Z06, the mine is, because that one has the Z07 package.
Sure.
So that's stiffer. It runs probably 10 to 20% stiffer than this car on all modes.
Yeah, I mean, mine was a Z07 as well, but it's just been so long since I've driven it.
Right.
I don't really remember. I just know what my current Stingray stiffness is when you go to the different modes.
Right. I think it doesn't change that much between the modes, but I mean, when you change mode, you can feel that.
Yeah, let's go up to sport. All right, now we're in sport mode.
Yeah, so the exhaust, you see, like became a bit more.
Oh yeah, you can hear that exhaust really nicely now. I really like the gauge clusters in this. It's easy to look at.
And can you see the heads-up display? I don't know, like if you...
I can, yeah. Right, the heads-up display is nice.
Yeah, it gives you a nice rev meter, so that's
yes.
Cool. So you know.
This has the rear view camera mirror, just like my current C8. So I love that. I would have that in every car I owned if I could.
We'll have opportunities.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's very pleasant to drive on the highway, even in sport mode.
Yeah, but
very smooth.
Yeah, I feel like this is one car you can even daily it if you want to.
Yeah.
Not a lot of space.
Sure, sure.
But you definitely daily.
You know, I like the Recaro seats too. They're comfortable, even though you can tell that these things are going to definitely keep you planted when you're making hard left and rights.
Yes, they have like sufficient bolster.
Yes.
But they're still comfy.
But they are still comfy. I like the view out the front too. It doesn't look like you have this giant hood in front of you or anything. You really can't see the hood. So it's just the road right in front of you. Yeah. And I haven't been able to really get on it, but I can tell this thing has torque for days. Now that's a good shift right there.
That's a good shift.
That's super fast. I mean, that's pretty much as fast as a PDK or you know, like my dual clutch. And yeah, it definitely gets up to the speed quickly.
And I think this 10-speed is better than the 8-speed in the C7. The C7 transmission feels slouch.
Yeah, this definitely shifts faster.
It gets up to speed quick.
Oh man, so fast. Yeah, and there's just absolutely no delay in between shifts, so that 10-speed is very effective.
W obviously is luxury.
Wow. So if you pedal it off the line, you can restrict the amount of tire spin.
Yeah.
But it definitely is going to want to spin the tires off the line.
Definitely.
I mean, no doubt about it. By the way, if you have not joined Hot Rods DFW yet, make sure you go to his channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. That way you are always notified when his new videos come out. Yeah, let's go to track mode.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's definitely stiffer.
More stiffer, right?
Oh yeah. Man, it just pours on the speed so fast.
Build speed very quick.
I mean, really fast. I think it almost built speed faster than my Z06 did. I really do. I mean, it's...
And I think that may be the transmission, because the transmission is faster.
It's gotta be.
So it moves quicker through the gears.
Yeah, I mean...
Because it's heavier.
It is heavier.
Yeah.
You are correct, yeah. But I don't know, maybe I'm just forgetful. Maybe it's been too long since I've driven my Z, but man, this thing just feels incredible. And it's almost... It's kind of like the ZR1. I don't know if you've driven a C7 ZR1.
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
So
it's smooth,
it's
right?
smooth.
It's
and
smooth.
that's how this feels to me. It's so smooth that it just fools you into thinking, I'm not really going that fast. And you look down and you're like, good gosh, I just went from this speed to that speed like that.
That is very true. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, because my C7 feels like rough, like in some ways, like the power delivery. This one feels more linear.
Yes.
And it's different feeling.
Yeah, I have to say, man, I'm impressed with that transmission. And I know, like everybody that I've ever talked to, all the videos I've watched on the 10-speed, everybody says it's a game changer.
Yeah.
For both
this 10-speed.
GM and Ford. Because, you know, Ford puts it in their cars too.
In all of them, like my truck.
Right.
And you're right, like that, even like that Super Duty diesel, the 2017s used to have 6-speed, and these ones, the only change they did is now 10-speed, and these trucks feel a lot faster.
Oh, I bet.
And it's amazing what the transmission can do. But
it is, man. It totally is.
Like I had that, I think that, what does Dodge use? The Hellcat. So when I had my red eye, and that's a 797 horses car.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, we never raced them side by side, but I think in a roll, this felt like exactly the same as fast as that red eye on 8-speed. Even though, I mean, yeah, that's a heavier car, but that was 797 horses versus 650.
Right.
But in a roll, I think they were putting down like about the same speeds.
Wow.
Yeah, so this car definitely builds speed quick.
It does, man. And it really feels tight too. That's what I really like about this. I haven't been able to go around any turns or anything really, but I can just tell that
it feels, stiff.
It feels very stiff. It feels like it would do extremely well on a track, even without the 1LE package on it.
This is a car you can drive to the track.
That's right. You can drive it to the track. You can daily it. It's smooth. That Magna ride is going to keep you from, you know, being jarred up by the time you get to work or to the track. Wow, what an amazing car. What an amazing experience. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you my final thoughts about this car. Number one, I thought this car was going to drive large. I thought it was going to feel like a big car. It did not. Number two, I thought it was going to feel more visceral. I'm actually really surprised to report that this is not a visceral feeling 650 horsepower. It actually feels linear, like Asfar said, and it feels very smooth. I'm not even kidding when I tell you this actually reminds me, the smoothness reminds me of the 2019 ZR1. It's crazy. As for whether this is better than the Corvette C7 Z06, I feel like that is hard to say. These are two different types of cars. This is more of a grand touring sports car. C7 Z06, however, is, in my opinion, a supercar. But from a 2015 Z06 to a 2021 ZL1, I have to give it to this car, especially with the 10-speed transmission. It is absolutely phenomenal. As you guys heard while I drove it, my impressions of how fast it shifted, it is incredible. And the ride in this car is also exceptional for what it is. So my overall conclusion is not that this is better in my eyes, but it might be better for you. You may be searching for a car like this and thinking, should I get a C7 Z06 or should I get a Camaro ZL1? Well, that's all going to depend on what you want to do with the car. I would say if you want to daily drive it and occasionally take it to the track, it makes the decision even harder. If you want the look of the Camaro, then it's really simple. If you want the look of the Corvette, it's simple as well. That's my conclusions. I cannot say that one is better than the other, except for the fact that this is a 2021 and mine was a 2015. So obviously this is newer. It feels a little bit better. The transmission is definitely better. But other than that, they're very, very similar in a lot of different ways, and a lot of the same ways. So the looks of this car, as you can see, it's just extremely aggressive. And I love that. The looks of a Z07 Z06 is also aggressive. So it's going to be up to you to make the decision which one you want. You've heard my thoughts. You decide. Alrighty, so that was a lot of fun. I want to thank Asfar for inviting me over to actually get to drive his beautiful ZL1. In that review, we did a lot of talking. We had a lot of fun in the car together. This was not something that I was going to get super technical about. I just wanted to drive it, feel it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give us a big thumbs up. Also, again, check out his channel. It's Hot Rods DFW. And if you haven't subscribed, do so. He has a really cool selection of cars. When I come back, I am going to try and get out in the GT500 because that is going to be really, really fun, I think.
Yeah, no, thank you, Mike. Thanks for showing up, and thank you, guys. And as Mike said, please like and subscribe Hot Rods as well. But again, thank you, Mike, for filming.
Absolutely, thank
really
you.
Appreciate that.
So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out on the road.